The bamboo that waited in a quiet bamboo grove, a small shoot struggled to pierce the earth. The wind carried whispers of impatience from the tall pines around it. "Why are you so slow?" they seemed to ask. The bamboo bent in the wind but never broke. Seasons passed, sunlight warming its tender leaves, rain soaking into the soil, frost nipping its tips. Its roots spread deep into the earth, unseen, learning patience and strength. Years went by. The other plants grew tall, proud, and strong. Yet when the bamboo finally rose above the grove, it shot upward with astonishing speed. 40 feet in a single season, graceful and unshakable. The villagers who saw it gasped, but none knew the decades spent hidden beneath the soil, where growth had quietly prepared the bamboo for the sky. Moral: true strength grows quietly, unseen, beneath the surface. The teacup's imperfection. EMI, a young potter, spent hours shaping clay on her wheel. Each teacup was meant to hold warmth, peace, and the comfort of a quiet morning, but every firing brought tiny cracks, slight warps, imperfections she could not erase. Her mentor, an elderly potter with hands worn like tree bark, watched quietly. "These cracks," he said, "are the story of the teacup. They are the marks of life, not failure." EMI began to see the truth. She embraced the irregular curves, the delicate fissures, the teacup's small imperfections. They became treasured by those who drank from them, each cup carrying warmth, calm, and the story of its making. Moral: imperfection is not failure. It is the essence of beauty. The stone bridge high in the mountains, a narrow river separated two villages. People crossed with difficulty, sometimes slipping, sometimes stranded by floods. One old man decided to build a bridge. Every day, he carried a single stone from the riverbank, placing it carefully in line. Villagers laughed. "1 stone a day. You'll never finish," they said. Years passed. The old man continued, walking the path of stones daily, steady, patient, and uncomplaining. Seasons changed, snow fell, rivers swelled, storms came, yet the stones held. Decades later, a strong, graceful bridge spanned the river. Villagers crossed safely. Children ran freely from one side to the other. Traders brought new goods. Neighbors visited more often, and laughter returned to the valley. The old man, now frail, sat by the bridge. He watched the life it had connected. His hands had moved 1 stone at a time, yet those small, consistent actions had changed the course of the village's history. Moral: small, patient actions can build bridges that change the world. The lantern in the mist. Every evening, a girl named Aiko lit a lantern along a forest path, where travelers often became lost in thick fog. Sometimes no one passed by. Sometimes people mocked her for lighting a single lamp in the endless darkness. Still, she carried on. Each night she polished the glass, arranged the wick, and lit the flame. The soft glow swayed gently in the mist, casting warm light on the path. One night, a weary traveler stumbled into the fog. Seeing the lantern, he followed it carefully and arrived safely at the village. Years later, travelers spoke of the lantern that guided them through the treacherous forest. Aiko never sought recognition. She only lit the lamp, trusting that even a single light could make a difference. Moral: even a small light can guide others through the darkest moments. The sparrow song. At a quiet mountain temple, an old monk rose each morning before dawn. He often paused to listen to a sparrow perched on the temple roof. Its song was simple, a small repeated melody, yet it brought peace to all who heard it. One day, a young disciple asked, "Master, why do you admire the sparrow so much?" "Its song is small, barely heard." The monk smiled. "It does not seek to impress. It simply sings. And in doing so, it brings calm, joy, and life to this place. So can we, in our own way." The disciple listened, and slowly he understood. True impact does not always roar. Sometimes it whispers, steady and gentle, echoing farther than we can imagine. Moral: true impact comes from quietly sharing your gifts, without seeking recognition. Like bamboo that waits, teacups that carry stories, bridges built stone by stone, lanterns that light the fog, and sparrows that sing at dawn. Life asks for patience, quiet effort, and steady care. Even the smallest actions, done with heart, ripple farther than we can see. If these stories brought calm or inspiration to your day, please like, share, and subscribe to join us for more reflections on patience, courage, and quiet strength.